Ladies and gentlemen, I have to address this very quickly as it's something that the community has been discussing for the past few days. There was a beautiful interview Matty G did with Quincy Jones, an R3 quarter developer, the other day. And I had not given him the credit for that interview. And I had reached out and apologized and said, it wasn't intentional. Just to give all of you some context, this was the quick conversation that we had here, and we already hashed it out behind closed doors. Gave him a quick call, we talked about it, it's all good. Just for those of you that don't know, I crowdsource information at a rapid speed from Twitter, the best social media platform to do that on the planet, in my personal opinion. And because of that, sometimes the people talking or some information is left out, and it leaves me limited as to where to give credit to. This is where I got that clip that I used yesterday. And ladies and gentlemen, when you see on the screen, when it goes full screen, my screen recorder cuts out his name from the top. The reason is because I have tabs open everywhere, and I don't think tabs are palatable to have when presenting content. And that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, me and Matty G, we hashed it out. We chopped it up behind closed doors. We talked about it. Everything's fine. There's no beef. And if you guys aren't doing so already, please follow his YouTube channel, as he's been putting out some really dope content recently, and I highly recommend you give him a follow. Now, with that being said, let's get into this powerful information for today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just going to be a quick reminder that in my personal opinion, we're going to 10 to 20x from these prices, specifically in the altcoin market. I bet my entire life and about 5 to 6 years worth of research and entire net worth on this moment, and I'm not going to get it wrong. I warned you about the correction that was coming, and now I'm warning you that life-changing wealth is about to be upon us. We've all worked hard for what we are going to get, and it's not going to stop. Nothing can stop what's coming. Pandora's box is thoroughly open, and if you have the eyes to see, you can see that they're announcing that they're about to launch. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never had goosebumps like this before. But I have these goosebumps because I see the accelerated narrative and rollout of this system coming. Christine Lagarde, the former head of the IMF and the current head of the European Central Bank, that's trying to come out with the digital euro, by the way, stated that as this health crisis passes, we need to shift focus from preserving the economy to transforming it. To do that, we must redirect investment towards the green and digital sectors. The European Central Bank adds, Lagarde stated that the European post-health crisis plan needs a green capital markets union to go alongside the next generation EU. Remember that Bitcoin mining is not environmentally friendly. And remember that Christine Lagarde has had plenty of meetings with the Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. They're very nice and very friendly. Christine Lagarde gave 3 reasons for a green capital markets union. Capital markets are well suited to financing for the future of financing future-oriented sectors like green and digital. Europe has a head start as the home of green capital markets, and we have the potential to make rapid progress. Lagarde also stated, this health crisis has shown that economic trends can move far quicker than people think, and they're trying to take this moment now as an opportunity to show that institutions in Europe can do the same. This happened at the very same time France and their central bank are successfully completing a securities settlement using a wholesale central bank digital currency, which offers a window into a much more streamlined, efficient, and transparent capital market system. Ladies and gentlemen, I need all of you to remember that the Bank of France is the institution that in the fine print wrote a document that stated the digital euro could run on XRP. I'm going to say that that's a foregone conclusion. Given its ties with Christine Lagarde, given Lagarde's ties with Ripple, I can almost guarantee you, in some way, shape, or form, the digital euro will run on XRP. And I'm very confident in saying that. Now guys, we saw this a few days ago from Gold Telegraph. 6 of the world's biggest banks endorsed a new platform for international payments set for launch in November 2022 by SWIFT, the global interbank messaging network. Citi, Bank of China, PNB Paribas, Deutsche Bank, Bank of New York Mellon, and Standard Chartered plan to use this. The reason I'm saying this and pointing this to your attention, how many Ripple partners do we see here? For one. And two, a lot of people don't see what's coming at the end of the road. A brand new payment system. The brand new plumbing of this financial system is being announced. 5 years ago, I was around when it was being tested. When it was still fixing the bugs. When it was being built. This is a mass marketing campaign. They're done with the trial and error. They have their deadlines, and sure, maybe they delay it a week or two, maybe a month or two. But we're getting time frames from the most important institutions on the planet of when they plan to launch all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. Price appreciation, in my personal opinion, is coming way before all these deadlines. But these deadlines will just go to show how close we really are. The urgency needed. The call to action needed for people to stake their future on the digital asset space, specifically in XRP and its complementing currencies for this financial system. The urgency is now. You should have been in yesterday. You might not get a chance to be in tomorrow. Stop playing with your future. I remember a lot of people discussing in this community that nothing moves without JP Morgan. JP Morgan is competing with Ripple and XRP. Ladies and gentlemen, what they do is they run around with fancy accounting. These companies invest in other companies that indirectly will use the same technology. I never even heard of this company before, HQLA. It's a blockchain collateral platform. But HQLA runs on R3's core to settler that can settle with XRP. Thank you to Matthew Liny as always. He's a hidden gem in this community, and if you follow him, you'll see beautiful diamonds in the rough, nuggets of information that plenty of people miss. This was powerful, and I highly recommend all of you get it together. The most important institutions on the planet, whether directly or indirectly, are going to be using XRP's technology. Nothing should make you happier than knowing that. Roots have been grown. Seeds have been planted. Chinese bamboo will show how vast and how wide our ecosystem stretches. Now guys, as we continue, I have to play this brief clip from Spiritual Warlord, showing that Max Keiser is at it again. He stated something, in my opinion, that's absurd. He grouped in XRP and ADA with a couple other cryptos that are high quality, and I believe in their longevity, as cryptos that will fail because Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bitcoin maxis. The self-demarcations they place on the dimensions of their consciousness is sad. They think Bitcoin will be the only one. They think Bitcoin is the one. All I believe is that all tides will rise. I believe about 50 to 100 cryptos will survive the crypto apocalypse after regulation. I believe there will be a new way of security tokens made and other cryptos made that will allow for a new regulated market to exist. But guys, there are people that are just that are just so stubborn like this. And that will be their biggest downfall. Please take a look at what not to do. Always do your own research, because Max Keiser clearly hasn't.
We'd have some fun, kind of like as a victory lap, because we won. You know, we won this race. All the fiat money's on the back foot. Gold is not doing anything. The altcoins, as they're called, whether it's BCH or BSV or Ether or Cardano or XRP, they're all now have been pretty much shown the exit, because they claim to do things that Bitcoin can't do. But now Bitcoin has proven that it can do everything any of these things can do, but it can do it a lot better. So there's no use case for those altcoins whatsoever. I don't think many of them will be around in 2 or 3 years' time.
You see, guys, I actually agree with that last statement he said. But I think he's too arrogant in what he thinks is going to die relative to only Bitcoin staying. It's not only Bitcoin, and if anything, Bitcoin will be replaced as the #1. Ladies and gentlemen, XRP is better than Bitcoin. It functions as a currency. It allows the free flow of value. It's fast and cheap. And now we have the Flare network on standby, ready to launch. And that is way better than Ethereum. DeFi, smart contracts, everything you could have ever imagined. Passive income streams, the ability to mint F assets. XRP is better than Bitcoin. The Flare network is better than Ethereum. Combine them together into one Goliath and you have the ultimate wealth generating pair that'll ever exist in the history of mankind. Nothing I'm saying is hyperbolic if you've done the research and know the tech. But most people don't know the tech. That's the issue we're facing here. Right now we're looking at prices trading sideways a little bit. The market needs to make a decision. Us, the retail investor, they expect us to be reactors. We have to be proactive in order to be the new 1%. The billionaires are proactive and are in assets before they settle lawsuits, before their price is discovered. That's what XRP is. The Flare network isn't even launched yet. And that's what Flare is going to do. We're going to revolutionize the entire planet. Crypto will be laughable relative to what XRP is. Choose your horses wisely. I got mine. I'm ready to go. This is the Bearable Bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
You want to know how to be a successful investor? The answer is stay with what you know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to TV people, internet people. Just stay with what you know. If I told you you can only have 20 investments in your life, you would be very careful. You wouldn't be jumping in and out, listening to hot tips every day, every month. You would stay with what you know and you would become a successful investor. Everybody watching this knows a lot about something, whether it's fashion or cars or sports or something. When you see something that you know is going to be successful and exciting, don't just say, oh, that's going to be great. Don't tell all you. Then you go and you do your research and you figure out how to and if you should invest and how to invest, and then you invest. You will know it long before I will, or long before other people in the investment community. You will also know when to sell, because you will know when something's going to change again. Nobody likes to hear it. Everybody wants a hot tip. Everybody wants to be rich this month. In those days, we did nothing but focus and concentrate and dig deep and dig deep and dig deep.